Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are doing good today. We're back with some more Farm Sim 25. I know it's been about 4 months, a little more, a little less. We're going to be doing some rags to riches. We're not doing start with nothing. As you can see, we've got some equipment. So we bought this farmland off of a guy who, I don't know why he was getting rid of it. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. But we got this John Deere. It looks like he was a John Deere fan. I'm just going to be honest. Um, John Deere XUV. We've got a couple of lizard mowers here. A front loader for the John Deere that's right here. We've got a windrower, an old forage wagon. Here's the John Deere. It's the 3650. It has 200 horsepower. It's got a front 3-point and a back 3-point. We've got a small 5-ton trailer. We've got a Volvo BM. He said he bought that one on sale. Um, we got a pull-behind trailed sprayer, a weight for that John Deere. Honestly, whichever one, but John Deere is going to be using it more than anything because this Volvo can't haul anything on the front or the back. Well, it can haul it on the back, but it's got its own weight system. He said we can have whatever's left in any of the sprayers, the IBCs, even this fuel over here. He said we can have all of that. Got a Lizard MT plow. Here's the fuel thing. How much fuel? 2,359 liters, and this looks like a fuel tank. Yeah, fuel trailer as well. And then we got a barrel for water. Looks like it's probably 2,000 liter, something like that. Got 50 sheep, or well, 50 goats actually. We'll take a look at those here in a minute. And then we have 81 chickens. So let's look at the chickens first. So our chickens, we have one rooster, and we're not buying anymore. We got one rooster and 80 hens. And for the goats over here, we have 50 goats. They're 3 months old. So another, I think, 3 or 4 months before they start producing anything. 3 to 5 months, I think. I don't know exactly how old they have to be to start producing. Let's look here. That ain't what I wanted. Oh, I hope it's not 16 months. Ooh. But anyways, we'll have that going. Um, we'll have these chickens going in about 6 months. They'll start producing eggs and stuff. There they are right there. They're so tiny. They're so tiny. But anyways, we also have this field over here, which he said he just planted it. And looks like it's growing grass, and it's 100% fertilized, so we shouldn't have to do anything with this, so that's nice. Let me run over here to this truck. We got a Chevy Silverado. Nice truck. Gooseneck hitch on it. And then a 24-foot gooseneck trailer. It's a lowboy. Or, I guess a trailer. Just a hauling trailer. He said there is a hydrant here that he's been using. He asked permission from the fire department to use it, and they gave him permission, and so he's been using that to fill up his trailer over there, his water trailer. And then we've got this seeder here, and some seed and fertilizer, and like I said, he told me I could have whatever was left, whatever he left over here, which the seeder looks like it's got 270 liters of seeds and 822 of solid fertilizer, so we'll be looking into that. And then here's our house. We got a little trailer. We also have this to wash our equipment off with. We're going to try to keep everything clean. So, with this being a rags to riches, I got a few rules. I got them wrote down. No leases. We can't lease anything. We can finance things, though. I do have the finance mod, which, click here. And then on this right here, I can go down to financing, and I'll pay 2%, 5%, or 10% interest. And then if I miss a payment because I don't have the money, it'll increase the amount that I have to pay back plus the payment that I missed. So there's that. We're going to try not to do that. Number 2, contracts. I can only take 2 contracts at a time. I cannot lease equipment. That goes back to number 1. Can't lease any equipment. Number 3, and this is the most important one. All animals must be cared for every day, no exceptions. So I can't just let these guys go. Now, he was nice enough to have fed them a little bit. Let's go over here and check on them. Good old autosave. Anyways, they've got almost 6,000 liters of water and almost 5,000 of grass, and then almost 5,000 of grain for the chickens. So we are having to worry about them. Okay, there are some new crops in here. This is the NF, or it's the FA, the Federal Action or whatever it is, mod pack, the Marsh map. So we're doing that. I've got a ton of mods. I'm not going to list them all. I apologize, but if you have questions about what mod does what or what mod you can find, just put that in the comments down below. But anyways, we're going to get started. So we're going to put time at times 10. Let things get to going. We do have this field over here that he has planted with grass. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about maybe half of it, do it as a cereal crop or something. Let's see what we can do. It's August right now. Honestly, canola, barley, poplar. We could do rye in September. Belt, whatever that is. Triticale and wheat next month. I think that's it. So I'm wondering if I don't just go ahead and get started on that. We can do canola now. See about this other stuff. Belt is around now that you harvest it. Wheat is as well. I could probably do wheat the first day, the first month of wheat, and then be able to put canola in right after. But we can also do barley, and barley harvests a little bit earlier. Not sure yet. We may do barley because we're going to need to be feeding our chickens. I don't want to be keeping on planting a bunch of stuff. Something else I'm going to do is we can hire workers, but we don't need to be hiring too many workers. We can hire workers to do contracts and stuff. I'm not going to abolish that. I'm going to try not to do much forestry because I know that that's the staple of Rags to Riches episodes and stuff. I know everybody does that. I'm going to try not to be messing with that too much. I think we're going to be trying to do grass more than anything. But it's going to take a little while to get the grass set up. So we're going to go take this plow. Make sure it's not on plow everything. No, it's not. Awesome. And we'll figure probably about, how about that tree right there? Turn the GPS on. I think this one right here is going to be it. It's gonna try to get me to go down that way. We'll just drop it here. That's gonna be plenty of grass for our sheep and stuff. There we go. I don't know why it's not doing the center line, but whatever. We'll just go ahead and plow this up and hope for the best. Hope y'all have been doing good though. So we've run through our rules. We've got chickens and goats. We've done all that. Kind of wrote out a little bit of what I needed to talk about on it. Ooh, we're gonna have to get a. We're probably gonna have to finance a stone collector. Didn't think about that. I should have maybe just left this as a grass field for a little bit, but grass field ain't gonna feed our chickens, so I mean, I guess I'm doing what I gotta do. I don't know what's up with the GPS on here. It is not giving me the right line. Is it got an offset? Is that what it is? Yeah, it's offset. Maybe we do that. I don't know what's up with that. It's sitting on that though, isn't it? I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Try 1.5 meters. Oh wait, no. We're way off. It's going further and further. Closer. So now it's going to let me do 0. I don't know what's going on. And now it's going to drive way over here. I have no clue what's going on with this. I got half of mine just to drive it myself. We'll just do it like this for now. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's a mod issue. I don't know. So I know it's been a while since I have made a video. I apologize for that. I kind of lost my creative, just wanting to create my creative bug, I guess. I lost it completely back in December. And I know I kind of left this game just hanging out in the dust. I apologize for that. I apologize for leaving y'all out. But what I'm planning on doing, this isn't going to be an every week thing. I'm going to try to do it as good as I can. I'm going to try to do it where it's trying to put out every now and then. Just kind of, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to try to put it out regularly, but not every single week. Can't get my thoughts together. It's been a rough little while. We've had some issues at home that we had to get sorted out. My wife and I lost a child. She was pregnant and she miscarried, and it's just been kind of crazy the past few weeks. I've been wanting to get a video out, but I've been wanting to take care of her, and that's what I've been doing. but there are going to be some changes coming to the channel, mainly on the streams, but we're going to be seeing how it affects the YouTube as well. I'm going to be buying a microphone, a dynamic mic, so hopefully the audio is going to be a little bit better coming from my voice, because I know this microphone doesn't pick my voice up like it should. Also, stream-wise, I am getting a webcam at some point. Not sure exactly when, but we'll be getting that going. And I've got a whiteboard up. I'm going to be tracking like my top followers, my top subscribers, stuff like that on the Twitch and TikTok. So if y'all are interested in following me there, Medic0427 on both. That's my handle. Follow me there. I'll be live at some point, usually during the week, because weekends are for my family, and that's what I do. I just stick to having or being with my family on the weekends. Okay. Now, if you see down on the bottom right, I have mileage on this thing. Well, that's a little mod that adds mileage to the tractors, and I do enjoy it pretty well. This is actually the first little bit of farm sim that I've played in a while. I've done a little bit of a rags to riches on the stream on TikTok, but I kind of wanted to save the rags to riches for y'all. And I know that sitting here watching me do this is probably boring as all get out. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll see y'all when we're done with this and when we get started planting. Alright, so we have finished plowing that little area. Now something I want to do is I want to look in the sale area. I've got a mod that expands the sales. Makes it where there's quite a few more items on sale. It doesn't pick what goes in there. And I'm not going to pick what goes in there. But we are looking at a baler. Oh, enough. Is that a round baler or a square? That's a round baler for sure. Man, that would probably be nice to have. But we can't afford it yet. If that stays in there too long, though, we'll definitely look into that. Okay, so something I'm thinking what I may do. I may buy a wood hauling trailer. I wish I had an IT runner, but I don't. Alright, let's look here. That thing ain't gonna be worth nothing on hauling stuff, being honest. Doesn't appear to be better. And since we're able to choose our own stuff now, let's go ahead and choose. Oh, so it's got wood and bale. So I can make it into a bale trailer too. Okay, that's cool. I like that tread pattern better. Yeah. Okay, so let's buy this. 3,900 bucks. Let's go get it. Let's chop down a tree. So here's the thing about trees. Okay, let's make sure we can sell the trees first. So here's the thing about trees. I talked to the guy, and he said that pretty much nobody cares about their trees. So we're going to be having to go get trees from everywhere, essentially. Okay, so there's wood. We'll be able to get trees no matter where. Looks like thermal power plant is going up. So we can cut trees down anywhere on this map. This is the map, by the way. Our goal is to buy everything. We'll see if that works, but that's the goal so far. Let's see how much this field 89 is. $6 million. Just this right here, just that forest land is over $1 million. That's $1.5 million. That's almost $1 million. Had to go chase my dog down. Sorry about that, guys. But anyways, these fields are expensive. That's $500,000. That's almost 100 grand. Okay, so that's getting about normal. That's over 100 grand. That's almost 200. Field 20 here, 100. 118, bunch of trees. Field 1 is almost $500,000. Field 2 is $500,000. Field 3 is 600,000. Field 4 is probably going to be the next field that we actually buy. This one here. And right now it looks like they've got rye. Yeah, they got rye on it. So cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go pick up that trailer. We're going to go find a tree and we're going to go cut it down. Also, here's another thing that I'm going to allow for myself because, well, I hate having to stack stuff with a front loader and all that crap. I am going to use super strength. So, yeah. That's going to be what I'm going to allow myself on that, is super strength. Now, we're pretty much going to be finding trees like that big spruce right there. Straight trees that are going to be good lumber trees. That's what we're going to be looking for. We're not looking for any... Like that tree right there is a good one. And we're actually probably going to go cut it down. I'm going to go talk to these guys, make sure that they don't mind, and we'll be right back. Okay, so they said they didn't mind. They also offered to give me a donut, which I happily took one because I'm the son of a cop, and my dad loves donuts, so obviously I'm going to. Look at all this equipment they got here at the store. A lot of cool stuff here. It says something's forbidden. I don't know what it says. But anyways, here's a Fendt tractor, case, Go It's Far, John Deere, Floss. All kinds of stuff here. Pretty good stuff. And we're stuck, of course. Do that. I want to see what this sign says, though. I don't know. Same thing. But yeah, they said they don't mind if I cut the trees down. So we're going to do that. They also echoed what the previous owner of the farm said. They said, look, nobody cares about the trees. But if you cut too many of them down, just replace them, essentially. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut some trees down and hope for the best. So let's go ahead and get the Scotch pine down. And we'll just go ahead and trim all these limbs off of it. There we go. I need to make sure that we are set to 6 meters. We are. I like to cut my trees at about 6 meters. There we go. Having some issues here. Ooh, ice cream. Alright, so we are done. We chopped down 4 trees. So that's what we've got loaded. One of them was a spruce tree and a couple other stuff. So we're going to haul this all off and hopefully get a nice cash injection. Maybe we won't even have to lease the home picker, but I think we're going to have to. I probably should have figured out which way I'm supposed to go here. Okay, this is good enough. We can just take a right up here. I guess we'll throw our hazards on just so people will know that, hey, We're driving slower than everybody else. Doing 31 miles an hour in this thing. I do enjoy this John Deere. I mean, I haven't got to play with it very much, but I do enjoy it. The 70 kilometers an hour, that's roughly what, 50? 40? I think it's about 45 miles an hour. This is obviously a European map, but we're going to be playing on it the American way. So, yeah. I'm an American, so I'm going to play it as an American. We'll replant some trees at some point, but like I said, they don't mind. For some reason, they don't mind if I take trees from anywhere on the map, which is kind of nice of them. All right. What we'll do is we'll spin around here. Oh, we should come in the other way. Didn't realize there were two entrances. There we go. Almost as if I have a career driving fire trucks and ambulances. Alright, there we go. Let's talk to this guy. Wait, no, that's something completely different. Whoops, don't talk to him. Alright, let's see how much we get. $18,796. Okay. Wow. How much did we need for the stone picker? I'm wanting to say it was more than that. For this one here, it was 15,000. I mean, I'm down for this. Ooh, I like those tires though. All right, let's just buy this outright. Or well, let's be smart and let's finance it. 6 months financing. We'll pay just a little bit more, but we'll keep most of our money. Probably check on our animals, make sure they're still good. Make sure I don't need to go get them anything. Chickens are good. Oh, that ain't what I wanted. And goats are good so far. They've eaten 500 liters of grass today. There's 50 of those, so yeah. I guess it was about 500. Got some geese flying around over there. Now that we've dropped that off, let's go get our stone picker and get to picking stones out of the field. And then we'll get that planted. Can I plant it today or does it have to wait? I'm going to do barley. It's got to wait till September. See if wheat's also September. Wheat is also September, and wheat's going to be better for them, I think. Well, no, actually, barley you get more for. So, let's go with barley. I'm also going to be looking into doing maybe either an AV assembly playthrough here on YouTube or a Schedule 1 playthrough, and I'm thinking probably AV assembly because it's a little bit cleaner of a game. I've been playing Schedule 1 on stream, and that's been going pretty good. But I want to try to keep my channel, at least mostly, family friendly. I know I can't do that all the time with some of the games that I play, but I'm going to try to keep it family friendly best I can. Okay, let's see. So we should be good to go. Maybe we have the horsepower requirement met. Oof, that's so tiny. Oh, I can't wait to get a bigger stone picker. But for now, gotta make do with what we got. Oh, that sucks so bad. Okay, so y'all may notice that I have a little bit different money. I wasn't gonna do that whole field with that little bitty tiny stone picker, so I sold it. There's a little glitch with the lease or the finance thing where you sell it for the whole amount, and then it gives you what it's actually worth instead of what you paid. So I removed the extra, just gave me 20,000, and then I financed this one. So we're 10,000 in the hole, and I think we got to pay like 5 grand a month, or maybe 8 grand, something like that. So yeah, there's that. We can actually find out how much we got to pay a month. So we've got to get some money coming in pretty quick. Let's see how much we got to pay a month. 10,000 liter, and then so yeah, 10 grand a month. We've got to do some serious work, essentially. But it's so much better. This thing's got a 5-meter working width on it. So much better. Do it over to that. There we go. Oh man, that's so much better. Alright, so now I'll see y'all when we're done. Alright, so we are getting almost done here. We got one more pass with the stone picker. And as you can see, we picked up almost 600 liters of stone. So that would have definitely damaged my implements. We got this last pass, and then we'll put the stone picker up. And then we'll wait until September to go ahead and plant, but we've got our idea of what we're going to be doing. So there is that. Are we going to hit 600 liters of stone? I think we will. Yeah, there it is. 600 liters. Shouldn't be too much more left in here now. Nope, not any at all. Awesome. So let's go ahead and raise that up, fold it up, and we'll go put this thing up. This John Deere is a workhorse. We've already got 2 hours on it. Obviously, not all of this is ours. He's put a bit of work on it himself before we bought the farm. And then the other tractor, I think this may be his newest tractor because that other tractor's got a ton of hours on it. I think it's like 50-something hours. See if we can back this in, no problem. Look at that. Are we completely under? Yes, we are. Everything except for the front of it, but that's fine. Alright, so let's look at this tractor. Yeah, look at that. 52 hours. So this had to have been his tractor first. We're going to make this one do the work with the seeder. We'll go ahead and get the seeder all ready to go for September. It is August right now. The seeder only requires, I think, 95 or 100 horsepower, and this tractor here has like 140, I believe. There we go. Let's open her up and put this stuff in. We'll just fill up the seeds. See if we can empty out the rest of this bag, and I don't think we will. Might though. Nope, doesn't look like it. How much seed we got left in there? 144 liters. And then we'll go ahead and top off the fertilizer too. Let's do it like this so we can see. We might use all that though. Nope, we didn't. Okay, cool. Let's hop back in it and close that thing up now. And we'll kill the engine. Check on our animals one more time. Make sure all is well. These goats are so happy. They're so happy. All right. Goats are happy. Chickens are hiding among everything. They'll grow up eventually. We'll be able to see them. I hear them all around in here. Don't see them though. Oh, there's one. Little bitty things. Wish you could pick them up. All right. Well, guys, thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with me for this episode. Next episode, we're going to get that wheat planted, and then we're going to see what we can do to make some more money because we're about to be broke. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe, and I will see y'all next episode.